Gang. Okay, y'all, I'm feeling great, revitalized. I'm going back to Kansas City, Missouri. Lawrence, Kansas is kind of where I get my sleep, y'all. But I think they started locking the bathroom doors at night, and I'm just really afraid it's how infamous I am. So, yeah, when I went back to Wichita to see if I could do my thing working for Uber, that wasn't gonna work out, and it looked like ambulances were looking to ambush someone, and it looked like they didn't know what face they were looking for. So I didn't want to go eat. So I took back off and made a pit stop at Topeka. Had some Taco Tico. I had 2 taco burgers, a supreme burrito, a soft chicken taco, water, no ice. Then I went back and got another beef burrito, but I didn't eat it. But I was feeling that good, so when I went to Lawrence to go to sleep, I knew what I was getting into. And so in my dream, I had a dream that I was gonna have to use the bathroom, and I was able to wake myself up. And when I woke up, I confirmed it, tried to go to Quick Shop, but I ended up having to buy a case of water and some wet wipes to go with my antiseptic rinse, and then I simply used the bathroom at the car wash with both of my doors open so they weren't going to get me on public indecency or anything. And then when I got my car wash, I cleaned everything from down there, and maybe should have did that more. But like OCD, like for real. But I felt like a good power wash is as good as like what be on the tires everywhere anyway. And then I cleaned the engine. I left the engine ready, and it's gonna be for another 30 minutes before I get to Kansas City. And then I'm thinking about taking a shower at Love's, clocking in depending on how I feel. But I think I have like a third of a gallon of water, and I could get gas right here, matter of fact. But I can't get water over here. I'm not really sure. I don't know, but I don't want to walk in right now. My bed is still back here because of all that. And I probably don't need to do my laundry quite yet. It's 1:18 a.m. in the morning. I'm in between Kansas City and Lawrence. I've got 30 miles. And I'm gonna post up, chill, play some games for a little bit of money just to see how my vibe is. And I'm gonna go ahead and see if these gas pumps will let me pay at the pump. Just get the gas over with, cause I need to go ahead and wash my hands with the antiseptic rinse again. And
At the stop sign, turn right on
I'm gonna
Main Street,
piece
then turn
together
right
my
down
ride
to
share
Kansas 32
request. It just kind of clock out as I'm taking somebody. It just depends on how I feel. But yesterday I was peeing like 50 times. I had to pull over to pee behind a Lowe's and all that. And it was fun because I just have years experience of this kind of thing.
Everything crashing down on me, everything crashing down on me. But little did they know that I'm about to blow. They sleeping on a kid, watch how this shit goes. Pay attention, eyes open, I'm gone. Just know next time you see me, I'll be on. And everything's looking right for me. I'm starting to see it. When they're looking down on me. Oh, damn, man, you missed it. And oh, damn, man, I know you hate to see me come this far. Oh, everything crashing down on me, down on me. Niggas gonna be seen, and they try to deceive. They making me perceive that they was trying to fix, but all they did was take, and then they try to leave. They underneath the everything crashing down. Feels like everything is crashing down. Feels like everything is crashing down. Feels like everything is crashing down.
Cleaned my engine. Kind of doing this though. I think they trying to keep me out here, girl. There's nothing else they can do to me. So I think when people be pulled over, they're molesting me to abuse the law on me, like I've been telling y'all. So I was just saying, better give me some food before it's malpractice, y'all. And then I can't even just sleep right here. It's a narrow driveway. I think I know what a tray is now. They are people who they think drives for too long. I don't know. I might better find a new route now. This city kind of looked like El Dorado too. I'm gonna go ahead and head on to 64.
Head south toward Illinois 13.
See, that ain't gonna be 64 yet. Like, do we want to do that's 69, 64, and then 24. Hey, you guys, we touched down in Nashville, Tennessee. I am so excited for this one. Minnie's my butt is over here, facing the other way. Oh, honey. Just a second. So, I slept once an hour north, and then came down here, just drove around. Got the feel of working here again. So, I'm just gonna polish off my sleep. It's probably like 5 o'clock in the morning. Then I'll get up, have all the energy in the world. Try to amp up my energy by taking care of my hygiene. Make sure I don't have to pee or anything. And I might not nibble. I might eat a little. It just depends on how my body feels. Whether or not I should do that. But, you know, everybody says breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It just kind of depends. And then I don't want to end up getting drugged into a retort anyway. So that's what I think happened to Kansas City, Missouri towards the end. I was sitting at a Quick Trip for about 2 hours to amp myself up. I literally drank a whole gallon of water. And I peed probably 50 times and stuff. I wasn't broke. I had just dropped my last Uber rider off at Amazon. So I go and get a crispy chicken sandwich, and I think that ruined my day, y'all. Quick Trip food. Like, KC's food, you don't want to eat pizza, right? Like, everything else was fine, and then after was the Quick Trip crispy spicy chicken. No, because that was Casey. I think it was like a regular crispy chicken sandwich. Anyway, KC's tasted like Chick-fil-A, so there's the big difference there. And then Quick Trip in Kansas City, Missouri really ruined my mood, so the best thing to do is just stay on the highway away from like the city areas and just stay in your lane. Because all you need to do is be aware of it, mostly. So I think it wore off, and then the 7 hours of sleep kind of really helped. And then I just want to wait during the day, even though I want to drive at night where there's no people and I can sleep during the day. I'd rather just do it this way this time, because I probably had done it the other way before, and it just didn't work. I'll get it all in one lump sum, you know, clock in, work 6-8 hours, and I might not even have to polish my car right now. I mean, I only had to do it once. Kansas City, Missouri, and it really just looks really nice in here and no dust and everything. So, was it that what I liked about the East Coast more? Yo, come on with it. Does anybody else? Come on, flip the switch. Oh, they gotta show me that work right now. Oh, but who wants to be robbed to turn me into a retard? Like, are you serious? What is... Oh, hell no. Y'all, it's a motherfucking rainbow. Oh, fucking hot that. Yeah, so I've been on live the whole time. I was in Nashville, and I just basically, you know, I'm coming up. I'm coming back up. So I was in Lawrence, Kansas, just, you know, being dumb. Took some orders instead of people, because that's what I wanted to do in Nashville. But I think since I have a metallic baby blue doll for the Escape, that was the cue that the tray would shake me when I'm transporting them as an Uber rider to rob Hertz and Uber for this vehicle. And threaten them that they can't snitch if white people are capable of super terrorism. But I didn't want to go to Kansas City because I was already like not wanting to do the slopes thing out there. And the way I'm feeling about how the Illuminati drugs me off and on, and the police understand that, and that just pay attention to the road and don't let the fleets of Illuminati abuse the cops, because usually the cops will at least give you one chance to whatever they see, where they see, when they saw you. But I be getting the feeling like these other people like be getting their ass in trouble. And then so when I was at home doing YouTube, watching YouTube videos, hey, a lot of those crazy stories coming from Florida right now. So I'm thinking Winter Park, Florida. I'm a Full Sail University alumni, and I'm not gonna make Full Sail University look good if I'm staying in Kansas. I don't even want to go to South Carolina. I tried Nashville, but they more trill, nigga. They trill like Memphis. They trill like Dallas. They trill like Atlanta. I knew from the get-go not to go on 75 to get flushed down a whirlpool. And I saw a police flying down 24, but I was already skittish, right? Headed back the other way, 39 minutes back to Nashville. So, I mean, I confirmed my suspicions that the cop wasn't always looking for me because I was not gonna wanna be a retard because of Highway 75 in between Nashville and Atlanta. But I thought Chattanooga was kind of like how you chat with somebody in prison. Well, it might be how to tell the Illuminati that they don't want to hear jack shit from a true child molester. So that's the me trying to go to Florida and knowing that I used to do Uber X in Nashville, but the Ford Escape told them, hey, this would be the trip that we wouldn't want him taking Uber riders because they might be like dead, shake me with the tracer. It might be a mixture of a bunch of like drugs to make somebody go retarded. And I'm thinking all they want me to do is not be able to handle the wheel as good as I do. So I was actually delivering food for the first time, even though I was scared of the Illuminati coming up with an alibi to abuse the law about a mass murder spree that I'm not capable of. But if they can convince the Illuminati that Range Rover shrunk me into a little boy after something like that happened, the story would look for real, except I've been a snitch for 20 years, including the internet. So I didn't want to have to explain like, yeah, I have a miniature Doberman Pinscher, and I think I'm the reason why people can do it, but not really. My dog is the prettiest bib pin in the world. She's a miniature Doberman. She takes every shower with me, and then I'm using antiseptic hospital rinse and stuff, and shower at Lowe's every time I gotta poop, and do my laundry and stuff like that. So I took a whole year off and decided that genetics is treating me more like shit when I ain't driving and being worth something. Like, I be like, I guess all that hate talking I be doing under my breath is just distracting me from the real fix, the real motive that's going on. And because I think it's a good sport, if you could get things past me to get me to do good for myself and everybody else in the world. And I don't know, I'm just like, I don't want to be homeless. And you could be cleaner behind the wheel and just mind your business and not eat anywhere that'll drug you. Like I told Casey's, I exonerated them except their pizza though, because every time I had that pizza, I got to heal for 3 months. And even like right now, I'm kind of like stuttering. I don't stutter, but I don't say or anything like that. And I think that I'm not any smarter than people that say because I don't. I just think I sound more clear. But it'd be funny watching people be like and I'm trying to figure that out. But for me, I keep thinking like maybe I should test the waters, and but nope, the Uber X would have been my idea. And so I didn't want to watch white people go to Hertz Spring for retards, y'all. So I left Nashville, and I was thinking to myself, if I go to Memphis, Tennessee, they will molest black people to act like thugs. And I think that's what they needed the most, is to snitch I'm a child molester on a PhD. And then they'll start making PhD degrees retarded. So, and extinct. So I'm not really sure if they're, I mean, I think it's trio. I think it weaves. I really think that if you're single, you're a real child molester, but I don't want anybody. I have my dog, and that's not even the problem. So these people that are hurting my dog, I wanted to say in 2011, I must have flipped the switch to California. And Magic was really just switch talking this and that. And then next thing I knew, I was the lucky snitch. And then the pandemic hit by 2019, and I wasn't afraid of it. But yeah, we're past No Shave November, because and then I'm working on, like not making Minnie my coal for Christmas. So, I'm thinking the Ford Escape does not help a nigga escape, nigga. It's really degrading, but this is just how smart I am, right? But yeah, let's just head back to Wichita, where it's wicked approved out there. And bitch, I'm from the southeast, nigga. Atlanta, South Carolina, they trill. They believe everything happened for a reason. And even my father is a refueler truck driver. So I guess we got good driving in our genes too. But you should have seen him when I first met him again in 2022. He thought I would beat a Speedy Gonzalez. Yeah, I would. Nah, I couldn't be doing all that. But I mean, he must have thought I was Speedy Gonzalez. But you a Cornelius? My baby daddy's a Cornelius. Who is you, Willie Jr.'s son? I'm like, yeah. The one that used to hang out with Andrika, Tori, and Shannon. Did you hear about that? When I was young. But anyway. Okay, so I had to do some studying in Tennessee. They've got 4 nuclear power plants, y'all. I ain't even find out what kind of substance they're using. I think Alabama uses uranium. I want them to use plutonium. I'm sorry, I don't know why. But I ain't got no degree in biology or nothing. But I'm fascinated with nuclear energy, not nuclear weapons though. But not enough to do anything about it. Just to do like YouTube research on why people get into something so scary. Because I don't want to walk past you in the gas station. I swear to God, you need to form your own empire, your own underground home. Do your thing. But if we walking past y'all and get exposure to all that radioactive stuff, man. Like Justin Nemo, the Silver Power Ranger, who was following me on Instagram before I made him unfollowed me because he was getting cancer in Oklahoma. And I was like, well, I think I can't molest him with all this Illuminati stuff because that's the kind of stuff rich and famous people don't want to know. So they were probably trying to, like convince him to. But anyway, I knew what to do. And maybe I didn't snitch how I didn't flip the switch the way I wanted to, but it's okay. I had Grant Cardone follow me, Ryan Seacrest, Giovanni Aguayo was important to me in Las Vegas. Maybe I'm just making it too complicated by naming more people. But yes, I can't stay in my lane. And I'm mad over here. Because I think $5.99 only gave me like 60 gallons. So we'll go to another gas station. And I don't know. Casey's is mad at me. They must be mad. The feds be doing that. Yeah, whatever. But, you know, I could never let them play on my game, you know. Because there's a bad and good side to the feds, too. So I will see y'all later. Y'all, them fake ass mountains called clouds. We're doing our laundry and just getting back up to par. So I found the mistake. I didn't stay clocked in for a little while. It just varied with day and time. So, you know, I went to Kansas City, Missouri at Lawrence, and when I didn't want to, but come back here and I'm like trailblazing through these orders. I mean, you know, the writer's request. So we fitting take a chew pew, okay? I'm playing. Yeah, but I'm going to sleep for today. I'm tired. I think we tired. We gonna clean the car and that's it. Our tent went missing, but we have the car. So I just polished up the car. Oh. But yeah, so our laundry's clean. So this right here, we'll just have to worry about that later. Yep, I mean, this is heavy duty. I really like this. Oh, and one more thing. It really works.
Mile turn right. Then turn right.
What? Carpet. Okay, well. I'm sure not letting them be a silver genius about my rental though.
Leave me alone. If you is a player, I don't think I'ma play with ya. This shit get old. If you wanna lay with her, why don't you just stay with her? Do you want a girlfriend? But when we are in person, you always act so different. You make it all seem perfect. You hold me when we wake up, say you like me with no makeup and try it to be my butt, my butt, my butt.
I don't remember how to cut this off. I think that'll just give it some more time. Fresh off the shore, y'all. What is good? Our first Uber request of the after show.
On I-135 South, then keep left.
So that car looks like it's trying to align up to use idiosyncrasy on my mom when she opens the door. That's how they murk people in the lane. Called a peeler.
On Road A. Turn left on Willowwood Mobile Home Park.
Young Meister.
On Willowwood Mobile Home Park, then pick up Janice.
Here, I really thought they were gonna shoot me in the head while I was waiting on a fake Uber request.
Thank you.
So, yeah, December is gonna be a crazy month. I think it's when they're trying to make this statement that the idea is to make people a retard who don't surrender their dogs, and that way it doesn't point any ideas towards someone being a real child molester, because I kind of thought at one point in time, if it existed, then humans would want and have to extinct everything we've ever accomplished. But unfortunately, that's not the case. People just rampage, and they ain't gonna tell you how they get away with it, how they outrage the law and everything. So I just felt like after my most recent Uber rider, I made a pit stop with this big field beside this house, and I know this car was honking to signal that house. What which brew evidence is, or like what to be prepared for their alibis to be. So I'm thinking everything was about the Illuminati extincting dogs and elder people, especially with the revving in the car engines. It radiates the street lights, all the lights, and it really just has this like cancerous drying effect on people, is what I think. So I think when I went to Quick Trip before I started my shift this morning at about 4 or 5 a.m., came back to my car, these silver locksmiths is doing it all day long. I come back to my car, and why is it unlocked? You know, I use the proximity handle. You put 2 fingers at the edge of the handle to lock it, and I'll make sure it locks, and the parking lights flash, and then I come back and I'm like, why is it so easy to unlock it? And I don't know if they take anything, but I think they be trying to put drugs that affect my driving or Minnie's eyes and health. So we're here doing our laundry so that I can get back on the road. So they think I didn't already know where the Love's Travel stop that was just built in Wichita is. So I feel like they reminisce all day, and if I'm never gonna get and be noticed outside of my car, then I might be looking at a decrease in Uber rider requests. But yesterday, that was really crazy how the Illuminati had some weird, strange messages from an Uber rider about pretending this and doing that, and so like I wasn't trying to charge them on purpose, but blah blah, everything happens so fast, right? The idea is not to say everything happens so fast, but I think it was a scare tactic to get me to go to Kansas City, Missouri, where I have no witnesses and a lot more hooligans, and just more of a battlefield for them to play with. And I think misery, the idiosyncrasy, and cansicity. As long as I don't sneeze, right? So I'm trying to not be right by Lawrence, Kansas now. It's that time of the year, time of the century, time of the month, time of the week. And I am not going to be a retard just so these people can have a screaming orgasm with everybody and they mama, whether they ugly or not. They're trying to earn screaming orgasm. It really works like magic. If you go to Tennessee, like Nashville, and you're not black, if you like a guy, you might summon their jizz and they'll call you a molester if they know they don't want to put their jizz in another man's. So it really works telepathically. When you like someone, you could summon their jizz. So I'm just worried about all that, and how the Illuminati uses idiosyncrasy to communicate how they are doing their massacre runs right now, to where they're gonna drop their connect the dots on, I'm guessing, the ambition of a faggot who will never sell their music. And that might be me, that might be me. Let's see if this thing is done in 11 minutes. So I'm mad at Kansas City and Lawrence for right now. Like, I felt gypped. Like, I felt gypped as if my money doesn't know if I left Wichita, Lawrence, or Kansas City. But, you know, I was taking people to like Shawnee, Kansas and stuff. As, I beat the traffic that was going into Kansas City, Missouri, and I'm already headed past Lawrence back to Wichita. I'm asleep for 3 hours when I get there, and then wake up. It's gonna be like Friday at like 12. So, yeah. I think I'm about to get candy or something, just not soda. Just some water and a chocolate bar or something. This is getting distracting, but I think I know what to do and why not to spend my cash on food right now. But I'm gonna get that all caught up and have Monday through next Monday to nail that way sooner, and then I'll be done living on edge. But I feel like it's the Illuminati making me not be able to snitch where my original money came from. Social Security. A writer tipped me $5 cash, said that this is for Biddy. So that's what I spent that particular cash on. I took the cash with me all the way from Kansas City. You guys, they're gonna use me to learn how to outrage people who are surviving through being sabotaged. I mean, it went from my fake low ratings to my phone connection to the wireless Android Auto. Like, now I just know what pickup spot to go to. So yeah, Yeah, they think a retarded snitch doesn't know what to and what not to say and stuff. Because I think it just gets all mixed up, and their AI stuff isn't like, I think they're not gonna snitch how advanced that gets until it whacks someone into a boy. But yeah, I'm just over here like, what is this? I just already know. Y'all, as you can see, I'm like right here. I'm over here trying not to get banned. Like, what in the hell is they doing? Talking about, I'm here, fool. I am like right here.
I take a shot in a pair of the seats. You see me popping, they staring at me. This ring, it cost me a hair on a key. I told my dentist to carry my teeth. We racking the boat, take a beat. This my job.
Directions to Love's Travel Stop.
There's a Love's Travel Stop 10 miles away. Want to navigate there?
Yes.